Well, first of all, so one of our viewers sent us a joke.
Who sent us a joke?
So Sarah.
Monroe Madonna.
Yes.
The Monroe Mad Monster.
She strikes again.
She's
Yeah.
a mad monster.
Yeah. So she's been kind of MIA for a little bit. She's been studying for her STARS certification.
Oh, yeah.
thing.
Leveling up. Yep.
Yeah. So it's really hard because it's like a national thing or whatever. So she's been studying really, really hard. She took her test to pass. So congrats,
Right.
Sarah. on that.
Congratulations.
Yay. So she's catching up on the podcast and stuff. She's been leaving comments. And I think she came across, I think she started watching the ones where I've been telling my jokes. And so she sent me a joke.
Oh, so she's in it.
Yeah, she's in it.
Welcome to the wonderful world of MARELYN.
Yes.
Marilyn Madonna.
Yeah.
Marilyn Monroe Madonna.
She's a monster. Partner, where are ya? Where are ya, partner? Partner. I remember that. Partner, where are ya? Well, what was that?
That
Any
was
which way
any
you
which
can?
way but lose.
Any which way but lose, yeah.
Oh, gosh. So I was going to say the joke, right? Because one of our viewers sent it to us, making the executive decision not to say the joke on air.
Why? Because it's
What?
cancelous?
It's not appropriate.
Oh, it's really bad.
Yeah.
We act like thousands and thousands of people watch
Yeah.
But it's, hey, but it's not now. It's about the later.
It
Yeah,
is.
that's true.
It is. And it's one of those where,
Yeah, you want this monetized, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you want it in your archive?
yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of those where we're
How about
finally
this?
are monetized. You're going to be like, oh, but
How about
you
this?
said that?
How about
Yeah.
this? We do it under the power of editing. Just tell it anyways. We'll just redact the shh out of it.
Okay, I will do that. I will say the joke, edit it, and then just come back when you guys laughing.
Yeah, just play a bunch of monkeys doing that business.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I read it to you when we were at the doctor's office, right?
You did.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's a carrot.
Oh, now that's not that bad.
That's not. That's actually.
That's
actually
not
funny.
that bad.
That's
It's-
actually funny.
Lamar.
I get the reference.
Okay. Thank you,
But in all honesty, it's
Lamar.
honesty. It's not that bad.
It's bad.
Well, in today's society, I would have to.
I mean, I heard
agree.
worse.
Yeah,
Yeah, and we wouldn't put worse on here either.
Right.
yeah.
That's one of those jokes.
It's funny.
That's one of those jokes. Back in the day, they used to put those on the Laffy Taffies. Remember those square big chunk?
Oh,
of
yeah.
Laffy,
yeah.
and you'd open it up and there'd be a joke in there.
Yeah.
My eyesight was beautiful back then. 'Cause
Yeah, I
that,
can't see that.
that was a paragraph printed on the back of that
Yeah,
wrapper.
it was like
Man.
Snapple bottles.
Yeah.
My eyesight has gotten worse. Even Lamar's like, when did you start wearing glasses?
Yeah.
I'm like, apparently when I got old. Lamar,
Yep.
No, I think your eyesight it's like it was bad back in Washington. You just now wanting to wear the glasses.
Ooh,
no. Now it's I have to wear the glasses.
no.
I can't see.
I just got mine upgraded.
So my prescription hasn't gotten any worse.
Yeah.
Now I just really need them.
The glasses look good on you though.
Well, thank you.
Hey, I overheard some people talking about their encounter with law enforcement.
Oh, wait.
What happened?
Welcome back to the podcast.
Oh,
Well,
And today,
did I miss it?
well, yeah. Well, not even that.
What? There's some pregame I don't know about.
There's something extremely obvious that.
Hold on, goddamn.
Yes.
I know what.
Thank you, Lamar. Jesus.
You see there,
Yeah.
we got the merch. I'm wearing that. Shh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't get it.
Yeah. He's wearing it on his
Oh.
chest.
I didn't know where you was going, man. I was like, oh no, I'm
Not
lost in
again.
the sauce.
Hold on. It's his eye.
I don't even know what they're talking about.
Boo boo. This boo boo right here. Got the hat. Got the yellow glasses.
Yeah.
Here's Baba.
Baba.
That guy.
Yeah.
The orange glasses.
Yeah. They let Boo Boo and Bob out.
Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see it.
There's
really
more
good.
there.
He's really proud of this sweater.
Yeah.
There's more there.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
It looks really good. Yeah, go check out the merch, peeps. Okay, carry on.
I don't know how. I put my damn sweater
And
on,
it's
Marilyn,
on
just
you.
to rep the gear. And you know what?
I'm just happy I'm able to follow along with the
I know.
conversation, man.
Oh, Baba, again, you simple-minded.
It's always fun when I could just stay with y'all. I just sometimes take a detour and I'm
That's
not
all right.
with you anymore.
We occasionally drift. Lost in the sauce, as the title would say.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the title intro? Lost in the sauce.
Yeah. This is,
My, how we live up to it. Anyways.
this is why you have the editor on board.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What I was going to say, I overheard people talking about their encounter with law enforcement, right? I had no choice. I was in a setting where I had to be present for it. I know there's not, and I can speak on this, there are way more good cops than there are bad cops. Would you two agree?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Hands down.
And like any profession, the bad is really, really not that much, right? I mean, pending on what the job is.
Right.
Right. Here's my big gripe with it. People that choose to be a cop, the really good ones, they get in it to do just that, protect and serve.
In the beginning, I think a lot of them want to do that.
Right. I wanted to do that, but my situation was different. My brother and I were pulled over by the police multiple times. 9 times out of 10, I would say half the time, it would be for no reason. It'll be like a profile stop, right? Didn't understand it then, but totally got it, and was a victim of that unjust profiling.
Yeah.
So I told myself, and I literally had this conversation with myself, if I don't like the way things are ran, well, why don't I go in there and make a difference and do my part?
Right.
And a lot of that was also, too, cherries and berries. You get to carry a gun and a badge. The ego was like, we'll take that responsibility, too.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got in, it was really that I wanted to help. I think people are having a hard time understanding that a lot of people that get into law enforcement are literally that. They just want to help. And if you don't like law enforcement, for whatever reason, do what I did, sign up and make a difference. It's so much easier to talk about it, your opinion, what you're allowed to have, but to ruin the whole tree for a few bad apples for pretty much any profession, it's just not a good idea. Coming from the cop that was out there doing the best that I could do, the last thing I wanted to hear was people, judging me as a general, like all cops are bad in society.
Right.
They are the ones that sign up and put it all on the line, because a lot of those people, and I'm not going to say harsh words, but a lot of people don't have the stomach or the courage to go out there and do that. Every car that we pull over, it's serious. At least you better be taking it serious, because complacency kills. So every car that I pulled over, I was always telling myself, do what's the first safety that I would do, what I'm trained, fall back on, right? Eyes, visual, everything. But every car I treated like this could be the last car that I ever pull over. Mm-hmm. And it could be little grandma, it could be little Bobby.
Anybody having a bad day?
Anybody having a bad day. I'm subjecting myself for them to come after me and not the citizen.
Right.
Or any call you go on, when they call for help for domestic violence, they're being robbed. People, I think, I'm not saying everybody, but the ones that really have it out for law enforcement really, really need to self-diagnose the job and how stressful it is.
Yeah.
Is a reason why they're not doing it.
You know what should have been mandatory in my book?
Yeah.
From the time you're of age, you have to commit, no matter what, 1 to 2 years of law enforcement or military service.
Yeah. So you know what it's like to.
And not only that, that would probably decimate the burnout rate.
Yeah. So you can serve.
Right. And no one's stuck there
Right.
having to do it for the rest of their lives unless they're mentally geared to
And
do it.
and they want to do it, but at least put yourself in that position.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
They do it in China.
Right. Right.
And everybody comes out with skills.
Yeah.
I respect the fact that as my good buddy Dale, who used to be a cop in the UK, I respect the fact that they only have like nightsticks and tasers.
Right.
Like, what do they call bobbies? Like, they don't even have guns. But
Right.
then you don't really hear about gun violence is prevalent in the UK versus in the States.
Isn't there a few countries that you have to go to the military or
Yeah,
something like that
right.
before you do anything else?
I want to
Like
say
you got to commit.
the
1
Swedish
year.
do it, or right? I don't know.
Some Asian countries
Do it.
Yeah, just fact check that.
Yeah.
I don't want to shoot no bullshit on that.
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. So the point being is,
Yeah.
if you can't go out, like I would go out and buy military. If I saw them at a restaurant, I would cover the tab, or a donut spot, I would pay for it.
Right.
I'm not saying go to the extreme as that if you don't want to, but at least acknowledge a cop and just tell them, hey, you know what? Thank you for what you do.
Yeah.
You know
You're
what
a
I mean?
public servant.
You are a public servant. You're doing the shit that I just
Yeah.
don't want to do.
Don't shit on them all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
Right.
And if you get robbed or you become a victim and you're that person, we know you're going to call us, and we still treat you
Yeah.
like a civilized human being.
Right.
But it is always hard to get out of that negativity, right? It's always easier to stay in that mindset. So being that bad apple, right? So let's say you have a box of strawberries and you have the smallest strawberry imaginable, and it's all mold. It's just moldy.
Mhm.
And if you leave it there, within a day,
Takes the whole bunch.
literally, and it's the smallest strawberry.
The smallest one.
It's the smallest one. It's not the biggest one
Yep.
out of the bunch.
Just takes those spores to get it active.
Yep. And that's my point. It's the negativity, the being in that state of mind, the laziness. It's so easy to stay in that. It takes a whole lot of will, a whole lot of power, a whole lot of effort.
Oh, yeah, to stay that way.
To get out.
Yeah, that's true.
Of that.
Well, and to stay,
To
because
get out of it.
is it easier to frown or easier to smile?
No, it's easier to stay frowning. It's easier to be in that negativity. It takes more muscles in your face to
Yeah,
smile
that's true.
than to frown.
I thought it was less muscles to smile.
Smile.
No, it takes
wow.
more
No, I'm
muscles.
going to say let's look. And then watch the frown.
No. I'll fact
Yeah, but you're
fact
moving a
check
lot.
you guys.
Okay,
But
yeah.
it does take more muscles
Yes.
to smile.
Does it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. I'll put
That's
it up when we
crazy.
edit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But look.
But
okay.
that's what I'm saying though. Like, so when you're having a bad day, right? We've all been there. All three of us have been there.
Right.
When one of us is having a bad day, it's so easy for us to stay in there, right?
Oh,
It
yeah.
is.
And the other two would be like, oh, we just got to leave them alone.
Oh, I know it. We had this
Right.
shit recently. And I was like, I refuse to fall down it with y'all.
Right.
I'm not going to do
well,
it.
because it's just, and it's so hard to get out
It
of it
is.
because it's just so easy to be in that,
Yeah.
woe is me, or just be in that angry state.
That ego loves to be in that
yes.
angry state.
So
too.
if you have that bad apple, that rotten strawberry, that bad
It'll pull everybody
cop,
down.
Why is that about negativity? Like, why is that the fastest
Right.
thing that goes viral?
Why?
It's the
right.
yeah, it is
Yeah.
like it's the fastest thing you can manifest too.
Yes.
Even on YouTube.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
negativity is way better than
Right.
symptoms of reality, just
Yeah.
thinking about life in the caveman way.
Yeah.
You know?
It has the
It prevails
It
over anything positive that I've ever found.
generates the most energy. It's crazy.
Yep.
Absolutely crazy.
People love to watch negative things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Like
Yeah.
mainstream, like you'll never see anything really positive come out of a mainstream media service. You never see anything coming, being positive out of any service that's geared towards society.
News would never be news.
Yeah, I was
news would
gonna
not
say,
be
that's a
popular. if-
Agenda-driven
yeah,
subject.
news
Right.
would not be popular if it wasn't filled with negativity.
It
You
wouldn't.
will never see
And there's also
news-
channels that follow that too.
Yeah, you
Right.
would never see news only cater to the good, the oh, so and so did this for somebody because they were, they couldn't afford their groceries, so they went and paid off all the,
Yeah.
late,
Yeah.
like,
That's not exciting.
No,
Yeah.
you'll never see
There's no
that.
drama in
You
that.
you wouldn't have to seek out bad news. You wouldn't have to seek out who was murdered today.
Yep.
You wouldn't have to seek
Yeah.
out who domestic violence news, who got stolen today. You wouldn't have because
Yeah.
the news does that.
Right.
But
Yeah.
these days you have to look for the good.
Hard too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's really hard.
And you got to keep yourself accountable and start doing the good.
yeah.
Like remind yourself every day to do some sort of good. I would imagine that you would like to do some sort of good
Yeah.
every day.
I mean, but it seems like the harder things are the things that are worth it versus the path that's, traveled a lot and least resistant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
like with working out, either mentally or physically, it's hard to achieve a body you would want. Like
Yeah.
you have to put in the work for
Yeah.
it. If you want to sculpt yourself out.
Dedication.
We were just talking to our allergy doctor about this same topic where we were talking about not going to the automated checkout lines and actually going to the actual
cashier.
cashiers.
Right.
And if we go to a restaurant and we had a wonderful meal and everything was perfect, we actually asked for the manager
We
Yeah.
to
still do
Now,
that.
Yeah.
now, how much of that is, one of those progressive commercials where we're just actually getting older?
Oh.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't think so.
Is
Because
it progressive where the old guys like telling the guys that are turning into their parents?
I don't know.
Yeah.
About,
Yeah.
Are we
For-
turning into our parents
for
right now?
me-
Are we
for
having a
me,
senior moment?
no.
It's just that's
No.
always been a
Yeah.
part of it. You want
Yeah.
to just thank people and
For
make
me-
sure they get some recognition.
personally, I don't know about you guys, but that's who I've always been.
Right.
Even as a teenager, that's just been me.
Right.
And then even like you can ask Seraphine, like that's why she is who she is. She will give you the shirt off her back. If that's the last shirt, she'll cover up and give it to you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but as we get older, we tend to see the world different, and we tend to want to be more positive.
It's more of a common thing for older
Right.
people to be more
I was just
generous.
saying,
Yeah.
most of it too is just like an aging thing. We're growing and
Yeah, I think most people end up being that way.
yeah. I wasn't
Yeah.
as a positive universal mind as long as you were.
Right.
I'm probably like, to be honest with it, probably 15 years,
I would say the same.
maybe.
Only
Yeah.
because we were rocking on the same level forever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it's easy to get caught in that too and just dwell on that.
Yeah, and it goes back to polarities too. Like a lot of it is normal. You're supposed to have these.
You're supposed to have it. I don't think there's really supposed to be a one side, and that be it.
I just want to work on being more feeling the positivity easy, like feeling negativity.
Oh,
because like you can
Yeah.
you can instantly feed into negative. It's like a downslide. You can just get into that and feed it so well. I just need to reverse it.
Yeah.
But you got to have both though.
You got to have both, but
You have to.
I want
have
to
to have
spend
the
most
yin
of
and
my
the
time.
yang.
It'd be boring.
I want to train
You
my
know?
mind to spend most of my time in the positive, though.
Yeah.
There's enough negative to go around forever. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, for reals.
I don't need no help with that shit.
There's plenty out
Bump
there.
that noise.
Jeez.
That'd be
Yeah,
crazy as
there's-
hell.
Man, there's definitely
He's reaching for the phone, Maz. That tells me one thing.
there's questions.
And he's probably scheming on some sort of weird brainiac ass idea in his mind.
Did you know Walmart is now doing deliveries on drones? With drones?
Around here?
Not
No,
around here.
no.
I forget what state
You
it
do
was.
that shit in the country, you'll get shot down quick, fast,
That's
Marilyn.
me. That's
You get on me about random shit,
Yeah.
random questions.
It'd be
and
like,
It
be
wasn't
like-
a question.
be like
It was
bird
just,
hunting out here.
topics.
You'd be like bird hunting out here. It'd be can't wait to crack the drone. I'm people out here would love to get pop shots at drones.
yeah, right?
I told her that. I said, humans know how to invent things, and someone's going to invent an EMP gun and just start shooting drones out of the sky for fun.
Yep.
Or going around shooting, these Tesla robots or something.
Yeah.
People are very...
Or the cars.
Let the redneck society figure out ways to get around AI.
But why are we becoming
robots
so lazy that now we have drones delivering cookies? So that's what it was, delivering cookies.
Yeah. That's dope, though. I mean, if
I like the concept. If it's raining out or it's a heavy snow.
If I didn't want to be bothered and something can show up at my door within 10 minutes.
Right.
And I just don't want to deal with the world today.
It works well for people that are in the country. And let's just say the roads did get snowed out.
That's what I said.
But it's like what Moose said. If you have a use for it, then it can't be all that bad.
It can't be all that bad.
Right.
But just have some damn red tape.
Yeah. There has to be some sort of balance.
Yeah.
We are Wall-E.
Yeah.
We are literally Wall-E.
Mm-hmm.
We can be Wall-E.
2 years ago, you told me about a person who did a
in New York.
And he never left his home for one thing.
Yeah. Yep. One whole year.
Didn't he even do like the doctor's visit through the internet? Like webcam or some shit?
Yep.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah, just to see if he could just live in his home for a whole year. And he did.
Kudos to that dude.
Saying.
That takes a different mind to do some stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till in the future, all of our homes are going to be, in my mind, organically and inorganically interactive. Just by the touch of a wall, or you can make your room look bigger, or make it look like you're in the middle of a forest, or the whole, like, everything is going to be so
customizable,
integrated with us.
Yeah, you could customize everything.
Yeah,
I wish they could take shits for me.
No, I still want to do that myself.
Yeah,
chew my damn food.
I mean,
what?
Taking my own shit just reminds me that I am still a human.
Yeah. Why
so
would
you
want,
say.
Why would you want to?
That's all you say.
So you say.
No.
Yeah.
No, I still want to be able to function.
Yeah.
Y'all can have it.
My own.
My time.
But what?
Wouldn't it be trippy if they had like nanobots and they just went in
That's
there
what I'm saying.
And just filled your lungs, and you thought you were breathing on your own, but no,
just doing it for you.
The nanobots are keeping the system. That would be crazy if we invented nanobots to just completely inundate themselves in our body. They would be on to like white blood cell count, red blood cell count. Oh no, this bacteria don't belong here.
Cancer.
You know what I mean? Go. Oh wait, his spine. I mean, I better stop.
Yeah, you're getting a little crazy. Get your questions, man.
But you're the one that said you would want.
Yeah, but then sometimes he reminds me of how stupid this shit can get.
Okay, see this
boy. Okay, so.
Oh, here we go.
A lot of people don't know this, and we're going to go into Dixon's story time.
Oh. Well, hell.
No.
Because I think some of the viewers think that we squared away, and we come from a background of Benson.
Is he on the same show as what we doing here?
Wait. You think the viewers think that you're
a square?
MARELYN,
that's what I'm talking about. Is he on the same show as me?
Some viewers may think. I'm not saying who they are. I'm just saying some may think we are of a Benson family.
No.
If they think that by now, then you have not been paying attention.
Okay.
What maybe you have?
Let me tell you a story that clarifies I am not from the Benson family. Can I say that without getting like...
Yeah, because Benson was black. You have black. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I think you're fine. You're
good.
Okay. When I was about 22, I wanted to delve into the world of psilocybin.
Dive into the world?
You could say delve.
Delve, dive. I don't know.
Okay.
It's
It's
Baba.
my world.
Don't question.
You don't control our language here.
Don't question the thoughts of a monkey, MARELYN.
I do all the thoughting, and this is our language.
Apparently.
Now it's all of a sudden not just his shit now.
Yeah.
Okay. It's my language too. So I'm supposed to understand this dude.
So let me get
and
this.
I'm here to translate for you.
There you go.
So let me get this straight.
Go ahead.
Language has been around for a long time.
Okay.
Some Greeks probably gave it to us.
Right.
I still think my language
Yeah.
can contend.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Carry
not
on.
going to fight you on it. It's
When
your
I was,
language.
When I was 22 years old,
He's an idiot.
I worked for said company at the time.
Murad.
I wanted to dive into the world of mushrooms.
See, that's better.
And so I did. We had a friend. His name was Alex.
Mira.
And
I'm going
Alex,
to put his full name out there because it's deservingly so.
Would you like to put his phone number?
Last located in the great state of Hawaii.
in Hawaii. Brian might locate you and find you, sir, one day. So his name was Alex Mir. He was from Hawaii. His dad is from Japan, I believe.
Right.
And they moved to Long Beach, California. Okay. And I don't even know how we even met this dude. To this day, he's been like this shadowy, dark figure in my mind that was in my life one day and was out my life the next day.
I think we met him at a mutual friend's house where we obtained these said mushrooms, and his name was Fred.
Oh, okay. So we met Alex through Fred, I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Alex.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Fred was that dude.
AKA Mark.
If you wanted to buy said marijuana or said mushrooms, not only were you going to buy it from him, but he took you under his blanket and he showed you the world. It was a multitude.
Wait,
It was a multitude of uppers and downers.
just to be clear, it wasn't a physical blanket.
No.
Yeah.
More like an arm. More
so
like
y'all
an
know.
arm and a gathering of
But-
whatever little existence
Yeah.
of a shaman he had in his body.
When you did purchase things from this dude, he did want to hang out and smoke said product with you.
Yeah.
It would never be yours.
No. It would be his.
You've purchased from me.
Yeah.
Now allow me to host. By the way, my name is not Fred. It is Mark.
Mark.
I am AKA Fred. That's how you said it.
And his real name was probably not even Mark.
It probably
either.
wasn't even
Was
Mark.
it? The dude was magical, and he wore
And
magical
he was a surfer.
clothing.
He was a surfer.
He was a hardcore surfer.
And his wife was Jenny. And Mark didn't like when my brother and I came over and he wasn't home and he found my brother and I sitting with Jenny smoking doobs.
Right. He has some
He probably
insecurity
came
issues.
home and was probably like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did I miss something?
Yeah.
Two black guys that look alike. What's really going on here?
Right.
But I don't know. That got weird at one point.
Right.
So, okay, let me get on with this story. So we meet Alex.
Yeah.
We have conversation with Alex. We're highly involved with Alex. Find out Alex lives right around the corner from us.
Mm-hmm.
Walking distance, around like 2 minutes away from the house, and you're there. And Alex goes, so's, and everything was plural with this dude.
Yeah.
He goes, so's, y'all's want to know what I scored? And we're like, what? He was like, y'all, you're never going to believe this. I got mushrooms. I was like, you got mushrooms? I'm like, I never had mushrooms.
Well, I thought he was talking like the food. I was like, you hungry, my boy? We can go to McDonald's and get you something. We don't have to sit here and eat mushrooms.
And he was like, no, I got mushrooms. I'm like, well, how they look? And he was like, so I got them, but we got to go buy them. I'm like, okay, well, you should have just said, let's go get some mushrooms.
I'm telling you, again,
Yeah.
I was still caught on, why are we going to the store to eat mushrooms
Yeah.
or wherever? We can go to McDonald's.
Right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was lost until we got there.
Yeah. So we get there, and the guy goes, what do you want, a quarter or do you want an eighth? And I was like, I don't know, Alex, what do I do? He goes, you definitely want a quarter. And I'm like, all right, seems like a lot, but all right. And the guy even looked like, wait, this your first time? But he didn't question it.
He gave off clues.
He's selling, so he's
Right.
not questioning
Yeah,
anything.
he doesn't have time to babysit you. And he's damn sure assuming
Yeah.
that the guy that he's selling them to
Yeah.
will take care of you.
He was also selling some pot.
Yeah.
And so we got the pot from said guy, and we leave. We go back to my mom's house, which is my house. And he goes, so let's go in your little studio. That's where we had the guitars and the bearded dragons and everything, right? And I'm like, let's go. And then we roll up a doob, smoke a doob. And I go, okay, how you eat these mushrooms? And he was like, well, I kind of just put them in tea, but for you, I would just chew them all, and get it down as fast as possible.
All of them?
All of them. The full quarter.
Man.
And I go, okay. And I'm just throwing them in. Do. I drink my little Shasta.
It's just
What flavor?
I don't remember, but I had me like I had a leño, and I was like 2 hours or like an hour later, maybe almost 2. I was like, I really don't feel anything.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, me neither. I think they were kind of bunk. And I'm like, all right, well, we roll up another one. As soon as we rolled up that other one, his eyes to me got big as hell.
Wait, Lamar, where were you? Did you leave?
No,
No.
he did leave.
Where did I go?
You had to go to work.
This is true. That's
Yes.
right. I said I can't because I have to work.
He had to work, so I was like, okay.
We're gonna party without
But
you.
he still has his now. Now
Yeah,
wait
yeah.
for his.
Yeah.
Oh
So
man.
Alex's eyes gets really big, and I'm like, whoa. And then he looked at me and he said, what? He was like, oh, it's kicking in, huh? I'm like, yeah, something different going on. And he's like, well, what's going on? I was like, I don't know, man, but this is different. And then like 5 minutes go by, and now it's like taking effect, and my stomach is kind of hurting. And
Right.
now he was like, well, I think we need to go outside. So we leave the studio, go through the house. I look at Mom, and her head is big, and she kind of looked crazy, and I was just like, ugh, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
just walked through the
man.
house, and Mom
This
looked at me
dude.
like, so we get outside, and then the first thing I noticed when we get outside is the palm trees.
Right.
The palm trees just went,
Yeah.
and then got as crisp as an image you can get
Yeah.
from a palm tree, right? And I said, holy.
What's this here?
Yeah, I don't know. Did
What's
they
this?
did they like melt it?
It kind of folded, like it kind of,
Okay.
Did they like melt
Some
it?
description
yeah,
there.
it kind of,
Yeah.
and I was just like, and it became crystal clear that it was a palm tree. And I was like, man, I've never seen the quality of life like this. You
Yeah.
know, I was like, everything is at 1440.
1440.
Because at
Oh
1440, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about,
Right,
right?
I got you.
So I was like, yo, everything is crispy.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, it's kicked in. And I was like, so what do we do now? I'm thinking we do something at this point.
Yeah.
He goes, we should go to 7-Eleven. And I'm like, why we got to go to 7-Eleven? He
Being
was
a,
like,
a convenience store is 7-Eleven.
he said, I got to get some smokes. And I was
Right.
like, oh, I forgot this dude smoked cigarettes.
Right.
And I remember I was so on these mushrooms. When he said he smoked cigarettes, it hurt my feelings because I was like, why are you smoking these toxins, man? Like, it hurt your body, man. You don't want to do that. You know?
They get you cancer,
It give you
man.
cancer, man.
Oh,
you know, like
man.
the mushrooms is like, no, don't kill yourself.
Right.
But we went anyways.
Yeah.
He got his cigarettes, and I was like, I better get me like, you know those Arizona teas?
Yeah.
So I got one of those, and I got like a Mr. Big Hunk or something, and I put it on the counter. Didn't have no money
Oh.
at all.
Oh.
And so the dude is looking at me, the register.
Right.
The clerk.
I was going to say the register is
The
looking
clerk
at you.
is looking at me, and I'm
Wait,
like,
are you on
I was
mushrooms
going to
now?
you high on
Hey.
mushrooms now, boy.
that's probably how it was too.
Yeah.
So the clerk's looking at me, and I'm looking at him. And he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him. And then he gets real weird looking. And I go, oh. I go, oh. And he's like,
This dude.
and this dude looks and he goes, now when he did that, when he went, I felt so bad again. My feelings was hurt. Because I was like, immediately I was like, oh,
I'm making fun of this
he
guy.
thinks I'm a junkie.
Oh, here we go. Self-defeat
You
right
know,
there. It's where
like,
it starts.
He's like, this dude is messed up.
Yeah.
And he was like $3 or something, please. And I was like, laughing and shit. And his
Oh,
head was
no.
just, and Alex is like, Yos, I got it. I got this. And he paid for it. He was like, come on, dude. And I'm like, man, why'd you bring me in this 7-Eleven?
Oh,
Because
man.
this dude looked at me like I was a junkie. That's
Yeah.
the feeling I had.
Right.
And he was like, we need to get you home, dude.
Yeah.
And so we started walking home, and the brick wall started to go higher and higher. And the trees started to get further and further, although they were getting closer and closer, because I knew I was walking towards him, right?
Wait, hold on. Time out. So now that you said that, Alex knew. He was like, oh, shit. It's time to get this dude home.
Okay. He knew the whole time. I thought he left the store, but what Alex must have done was turn around and go, oh this dude is stuck.
I'll let him off the leash.
And he don't have no money. I got to get in here and pay for it. And he's tripping out on the cashier guy, right?
Man.
So we're almost back to the house. We round the corner to the house, and I go, what do we do? Like, this is crazy. I said, how long is this going to last? And he was like, oh, I didn't tell you. I'm like, well, you didn't tell me what? He was like, this is probably going to be like 8 hours. I said, I'm going to be like this for 8 hours?
Oh, my God.
8 hours. I got responsibilities tomorrow.
Marilyn, time out. Okay. We are now asking these pertinent questions well into said drug. We did not ask these questions before.
I said 8 hours?
And got the nerve to be like, you failed me, sir.
Yeah.
I failed me.
Alex looked at me and was just like, oh, I should have told you.
But then again, you were like 20 something.
Right.
Like,
22.
Do you really ask pertinent questions
No,
in your
no,
20s?
No. But damn it, I had a job where, if that got out, that's not a good look.
Yeah.
And Meryl, at this point, Alex seen my face expression. I can only imagine what he felt because he was on mushrooms too. He probably felt like, oh, this dude is mad and he don't want me around.
Right.
I didn't think about that until just now.
Right, because mushrooms lets out a certain part of emotion that makes you so tapped into how people feel and how you feel.
Yeah.
Off the simplest word change.
Thing can hurt my feelings. I was a big baby.
Did Alex have the same amount as you did?
He did. Oh. He did.
Was it his first time as well?
No. That dude is a mushroom expert.
He was a shaman.
No,
he wasn't a shaman
so
because he steered us wrong.
So look,
he failed at his job.
Yeah.
So we made it so we're at the front door of the house, right? And I'm like trying to figure out how to get in my own house, right? Once I figured it out, I felt like I had accomplished something that had never been accomplished before, was to figure out how to get in your house.
Yeah.
Right? And then we went straight to the living room, and I turned the TV on. First thing that comes on is Marilyn Manson's The Lost Highway.
Oh, no.
And Alex sat on the other sofa away from me.
Right.
Looking at me. And I'm sitting there watching that, and he's looking at me with this panicked look on his face.
Like, oh,
and then he goes,
no.
and he's sitting like this, and he goes, I got to go home. And I said, you got to go home? He's like, dude, I got to go. I'm like, what? I said, no, man, you got me on this. Like, you are not leaving me by myself. I am not going to fare well.
Yeah.
And he goes, sorry. And he not bolts out of the house, but gets out of the house so fast and gone.
Oh,
Didn't see where he went, nothing. I sat back in my chair, tripping on this dude, and then I turned back and looked at the Lost Highway, and it was getting busy on that. And I was like, oh my God, what is this? And I ran to my room, closed the door, took off all my damn clothes, and got into bed, and was trying to go to, because hold on, I'm trying to get there. I was trying to go to sleep and shit. I was like, oh, I can't do this. I cannot do this. And my mind said, oh, you're not going to sleep.
That's a fact.
We're going to think about everything.
It is a stimulant
that you ever thought about. And you're going to not want to do this drug by yourself again. I was this far away from walking in my mom's room and going, oh, I'm high on mushrooms and I don't think it's going away.
Naked,
take me
by
to
the
the
way.
Hospital. I would have been I'd have been in my underwear, but I would have went in there and be like, yo, Ma, I'm on these mushrooms and boy, they tripping.
Yeah.
They tripping, not him.
Yeah.
They
The
tripping.
mushrooms in my body tripping.
Man, if she would have took me to the hospital and any one of those ER women were there.
Would have known you. Yeah, we were on the ambulance back then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God!
What does that say about
and
us?
And then the next day, my brother was getting off from a 48-hour or a 24-hour shift.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, whatever you do,
Don't take those mushrooms.
don't take the mushrooms with Alex. And he goes, okay.
And so what do?
Go take the mushrooms with Alex.
So after his little ordeal, was it a week or 2 days later?
No, it was a day later. He was off.
The day later. Okay. The guy had the nerve to show his face around as if nothing happened to this guy. And thought, oh, what better opportunity than to work on the brother? Let me purify his soul too.
Oh, no. Don't tell me you took the whole thing, too.
We took an eighth of mushrooms. Was it I think it was a little under an eighth, or we shared an eighth. It was a lot of mushrooms, Meryl.
I had my own individual bag, so I know it was a quarter. So.
Yeah. I remember eating a few stems and some caps, and I thought, what the hell? I had to work the next day.
Yeah.
Because I remember calling off. So I was like, what the hell? I'm going to try it. Totally disregarded everything this dude told me. All the warnings, up to the point I didn't even ask the pertinent questions, Meryl.
I don't think I told him how much to eat.
No, but you told me everything that happened.
Yes, I did.
And then I didn't ask the questions either, like how long is this going to last? What type of drug is it? What is it derived from? What are the side effects?
I didn't give him all that. I didn't give him all that information.
Yeah, no.
Well, you didn't obtain it either from said Alex. So
No.
No, but I didn't give it to you when you went to go hang out with him.
So I just took them, and I was just like, damn, we're popping them back. And we ate them in the living room.
Like they were Tic Tac.
Like they were Tic Tacs. Bop, bop, bop. Had
Bop,
the same
bop,
thing. I was like, man, well, how long does it take for these things to kick in? And he was like, oh, it's like your brothers. It's like we were here the other day, and it took a while for them to kick in. I'm like, all right. And he's like, we also smoked a joint. You want to go smoke one? And I was like, well, shit, can't hurt. Go do that. We're outside.
Famous last words.
Right.
We're outside, Maryland, and the palm trees do this.
Yeah.
So again, what is that? Did
Don't
they
know.
melt?
Don't know. At one point, I thought I saw like Grimace from McDonald's eyes on one of the palm trees, and the hair, like the furnished hair.
Yeah.
The palm tree was doing this, like blinking. And I was like, I know these palm trees don't do that.
Yeah.
I look at them every day. And I was like, Alex, why that palm tree looking at us like that?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, they're kicking in. I see it too. I was like, you see the palm trees too? He was like, aren't their eyes beautiful? I was like, oh no. And then he was like, we should go in and watch a little bit of TV or something. I think Adult Swim or something. We were going to watch cartoons.
Yeah.
That was the goal. So we went back inside. I sat on the couch. He probably sat in the same seat that he normally does when he was with you. And I'm watching this pottery picture that Mom had in the living room. And the pottery in the picture started to open up from the sides, and it was like kind of like melting, inverting into itself, and like running off the frame. And I was just like, whoa, what is going on? I'm just losing it.
Right.
And then Alex was like, turn it on the TV. So we found the cartoon. The cartoon, I forgot what cartoon it was, but it went off and Maximum Overdrive comes on.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. If
With
you've
the-
never
with-
seen
with the big rigs killing
Yeah.
With Emilio Estevez?
Yeah.
Listen here, when it first came on and the truck is going down the highway, or I forgot how it started.
Right.
And it just killed that person. And I looked at Alex and I just felt like, oh no, that poor person, that truck is out to kill him.
Right.
And Alex looks at me and he was like, dude, we shouldn't watch this. and I was like, yeah, you're right. And so we turned it, but then he was like, yeah, so it's about that times where I got to goes.
Yeah.
So
you pulled that shit on you too?
I'm gonna have to catch you later. And I was like, wait a minute, where you like? I didn't say I don't think where you going. I was just like, what? Like, dude, we just started.
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, I got to go. And he just got up and I walked him to the door and he just went toward the direction of his house. And I walked back in and I sat down and I was surfing through the channels again and I got back to Maximum Overdrive.
Oh no.
The death loop.
I don't know why it felt like eternity. I'm sure the scene that I watched was probably only a couple minutes long. But it felt like I was there for like an hour just being like mortified, like, oh God, the blender in the kitchen is alive, it's gonna kill me. I turned the TV off and I was like, I'm gonna try what my brother did and go to bed. I'm just gonna go to bed. I gotta work in the morning, it's 9 o'clock at night. I remember you told me
we
that
had rotating shifts.
I remember you told me it lasted a long time. Alex
Yeah.
never told me that. So I go to bed and get my yammies on, and I'm laying in there on my back, and I smell like this most pungent smell of a skunk. And I'm like, oh, there's a skunk in my room. And I thought, well, how would a skunk get in there? And I get like, my mind just started putting auditory sounds of like, I'm like, there's a skunk in this room. I can smell it. And I'm laying there and I'm like scratching my feet under the covers in my bed. And I'm like, oh, it's biting my ankle. And I reach under the covers and get into my sock, and there's this big ass bag of weed. There's this big ass bag of chronic weed. You all know what the chronic is, right? And I'm like, oh God, it smells like it's a skunk. And it was the weed in my sock that I was smelling the whole time. And every time I would fan the covers, like I get a waft of like weed. Now, for whatever reason, the mushroom said that's a skunk. And it's biting your ankles.
And the plastic was irritating your skin.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm losing it right now.
Right. Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, I hope I'm not like, I'm never gonna sober up. I want to be crazy like this for the rest of my life.
Right.
This is gonna be forever.
Yeah.
I contemplated, I need to go tell mom.
Yeah.
Then I thought real deeply on that, and I was like, no, that's probably not a good idea. So I would like pep talk myself. I'll be like, dude, you know you're on mushrooms. You know you're high. You know what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Just relax and go with this. It'll be all over soon. It'll be all over. 2 a.m. come around, man.
Right.
I am like still
up.
tripping, and I'm just like watching the ceiling, and the screen is doing its own thing, and the door is like moving, and I'm like, it's never gonna go away.
It's done.
4 a.m. comes around.
Jeez.
I'm normally up because I got to go to work at this time.
Yeah.
It started to like, with mushrooms, the shit comes in waves.
It does. It makes it seem like it's going away.
Yeah,
and you're
it
like,
comes,
oh.
it goes,
And then it
rush,
comes right
you're
back
tripping,
again.
You're tripping,
Yep.
settles down, okay, reality, rah, back at it, and then it just goes back down. And then
And boy, does it go back at it.
at 5 o'clock, my mind finally said, you moron, you had enough.
Yeah.
We must go to sleep.
Yeah.
There's no way we are able to stay up.
Right.
So I remember going to sleep, and for whatever reason, I woke up at 6. I don't know if it was your body just normally that does that when you have to work. And I called in to our buddy Ross, and I was like, I'm not coming in today. I'm very sick. I think I might have been poisoned.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And hung
By
up the
this
phone.
Hawaiian dude who just disappears as soon as he poisons you.
Yeah. Went to sleep, woke up at 2 in the afternoon. And let me tell you, was dehydrated. And I thought to
I
myself, I will never partake in that shit ever again.
Oh my God. You know what I got to say
Huh?
about you two?
What's that?
You're a bunch of morons.
Morons.
Although there is part 2 to the story, but that'll be for another time.
Yeah. That's insane. This is why I just
I
can't.
wouldn't recommend anybody who doesn't like to be outside of their normal mind do any drugs
At
at
all.
all.
Yeah. I like to be in control.
But there are certain things I'm like, okay, I tried that once before I passed this planet.
That's it.
I don't know if there's a
Yeah.
reason to ever have to go back there.
Yeah.
And do it
Yeah.
again.
And that's like for us, we would do a lot of the cannabis, but the fucking mushrooms, I don't need to experiment with anything that goes beyond that because I can only imagine what that would be like, and my mind is fragile. I cannot partake in those
I can't.
festivities.
Yeah, there are certain people that are addicted to things and can easily be controlled by things.
Right. Yeah, get advice on them.
So
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not one of those addictive personalities or whatever, you know.
For the viewers out there that have tried said alternate realities, what was your experience like? Do tell.
Yeah. Tell us your story.
Drop that in the comment. Email the editor. We would love to hear about it.
Unless you're in a profession where you cannot tell.
Yeah.
You can always do it anonymous.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Shoot us out an email and I can post it anonymously.
There you
tell.
go.
Yeah.
that is all for this little particular podcast. But look here, okay?
Yeah.
Get the goddamn merch.
Yeah. Go on the merch.
Do you see this?
It's pretty sweet.
I'm still rocking the old school because my stuff has not come.
Got a ball cap coming.
Yeah. I got a shirt coming too.
At least check it out. As of right now, only 60 of you have checked it out. And also, we are trying to get to 1K subs pronto.
Tell your mama, tell a friend.
Tell whoever you know, even the dude you or woman you don't like.
Yeah, just grab somebody's phone.
Take it from them
Yeah,
and
look
you
it up.
make sure
Just
you
press it.
subscribe. Get us to 1,000 subscribers. We've been at 800 far too long.
Far
Yeah.
too long.
Don't you want to share this wealth with America and the world?
Subscribe. Go
Preach,
onto their app. Look for Symptoms of Reality. Subscribe. It's free. It won't. It doesn't cause any extra cookies on their phone or
It
anything.
doesn't.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Hey, like the channel.
Subscribe.
We on the damn TikTok.
We on the damn Instagram.
Yeah. Yay.
We on Etsy too.
We on the Bim Bim Bala Bim.
I don't know what that is, but we own it.
But we on it too. Patreon.
Thank you to all the Patreon members.
Yep.
Again, there's quite a few of you that have subscribed. We appreciate it.
Yep. Don't forget to check the Vremper room.
When we get to it,
Yeah. It's been too darn cold. Sorry. I'm not going out there. So yeah, not sure what he's doing, but
yeah, I guess peace.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making a connection.
Oh, was that what you was doing?
Oh, that's what you're doing?
Somebody is staring back at us right now going, right on, yeah,
Yeah.
The gear.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just doing it back. All right, man.
All right.
We good to go?
Peace.
Peace.
More hand grease. Even for your mom's knees. Grease for them ashy knees.
All right.